Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's tea leaf reading. General messages, whatever wants to come out. We have two cups to choose from as usual. Cup 1 is the bumblebee, cup 2 is the all-seeing eye. I'm hearing that both cups can resonate with you today, so keep that in mind. We are joined by the lovely rain today, and there are a couple of messages connecting to that. It can be raining when you click on this video, about to rain, or it will have just stopped raining. And this is symbolizing a clearing away and a cleansing. There are new pathways, new opportunities that are knocking, okay? And I hear there are new doors opening for you, and there's also a shift, timeline jumping, shifting onto a new timeline, into a new timeline, okay? Now for some of you, I have that there has been a period of stagnancy, a period of waiting, and also it can feel as though it's been repetitive. Even messages that you've been hearing, whether it's through collectives, personal readings, etc., that it's taking its time. The rain is also symbolizing a washing away of delays, okay? And I also have a message that there is indication of dreams having stopped, okay? I'm seeing that dreams will be resuming. Your dreams will start to come back to you, okay? And I also have that there is significance regarding 6 weeks. So for some of you, there is a timing which holds a lot of importance, okay? And for many of you, this connects to legalities and justice in both the physical reality and the spiritual realm, either or. Of course, it can be both simultaneously, but I'm seeing and I'm hearing that you are going to come out on top, okay? So the guidance is to remain in your position of power, continue with your cleansing and protecting. Significance regarding 6 weeks. Of course, it won't be for everyone, but ultimately there is an overall energy here of things changing for you in a way that to a degree you don't see coming, you don't expect it. I'm seeing the tower moment, I'm seeing the tower card rather, indicating a tower moment. And that is how it is showing up for many of you. So it may feel like it's chaos. It may feel like actually it's going the opposite way, like somewhat of a reversal kind of energy. But in fact, no, you're being brought to your next stage, your next step. And there's also a message here that you are being handed keys, okay? And these keys are not just about keys to a new home, a new car, which I do have is for some of you. It's about keys to your new life, okay? So expect in your dreams to receive downloads, information from your guides, who you work with, because they are handing you the keys, right? Those gems of information and insight for you to access your new life, okay? And step into a new paradigm, a new timeline. Okay, I'm gonna get to the cups, so I'll see you at your reading. Hello, cup 1. You picked the butterfly. Oh, the bumblebee. I have my butterfly pen. Butterflies can be significant, of course, as can bumblebees. Okay, let's take a look at your cup. I'm hearing seen and not heard. Seen and not heard. Cup 1, you're coming out of your shell. In some way here, okay, you're coming out of your shell. This can be stepping into a more authentic you, a more aligned you, okay? But ultimately, there's something about you doing the opposite of being seen and not heard. You're speaking up and speaking out, okay? And you're taking back your power in some way. When I look in the cup, we have a huge womb, and it's significantly big here, okay? It's significant. And I'm seeing that there is a very deep healing pertaining to the womb, the sacred womb, okay? And of course the sacral chakra. And I have that for many of you, this connects to healing the feminine and of course the matriarchy, okay? There is something here about freeing yourself and speaking up and speaking out, okay? And taking back your power. You're reigniting your flame, but it's your womb flame, okay? And there is rebirth here for you, Cup 1. You are making a major breakthrough. You're breaking major cycles, and they particularly connect, okay, to the feminine and the matriarchy. And I'm seeing also there's going to be an increase in your, yes, your power, but also your abilities to alchemize. So there is major transformation, simultaneously major alchemy happening. And I'm seeing that you're going to transform your life through the power of the womb, through the sacral chakra. So there is certainly healing here of wombs connecting to the sacral chakra area, okay? And there is balance returning, particularly when it comes to the connection between using that energy, okay, for means of resources, okay, manifesting, creating. The womb is a creator in itself, and you're stepping into that more and more. I see here that there is a opening of your path. Look at that. In the channel's messages, that's the energy that I had. We're joined by the rain today. The pathway is being opened for you. So here, Cup 1, I have that you are close to this. Okay, of course you all be on different parts of the timeline, but I'm seeing this can happen soon, okay? It's upon you, it's upon your life for this to be coming in. Now, this opening is also about a breaking and a breaking away, okay? It's almost like there's, you know, there's a wall here, there's a wall there, and you're breaking the wall, okay? This can be breaking the wall of judgment, right? Breaking the walls of expectation, breaking down old patterns and beliefs, and also societal systems and beliefs. I have energy of an advocate here, okay? And I do see for some of you, you are going to be spreading your wisdom here, okay? And it involves travel. Now, aside from that, there is travel here, okay? We have a ship at the bottom of the cup. So you are going to be embarking on some extensive travel is what I hear, okay? Travel around the world, and certainly for some of you this is about relocation, but it's a relocation that is really uprooting your life to put roots somewhere else, okay? And you're going to be very strong, you're going to feel very strong, very self-confident and self-assured. And I want to touch back on the womb that we have here. Okay, and this sacred feminine energy, the sacred womb. I see here that there is a strong sense of intuition, and intuition being heightened. And it's interesting because the way I'm getting it, yes, we feel in that area, we feel the intuition, but somehow it's almost as though you're seeing from there. Like we can say the womb has its own eye, right? It has, yes, we have the third eye, we have the all-seeing eye, but it's like the womb has its own eye, it can see. And of course that gets interpreted into feelings and emotions, but for some reason I'm just seeing it like that. And I'm getting it that way. Yeah, we've got two little houses here. Some of you, you're going to have more than one property. You're going to have ownership of more than one piece of land. It can be that you will be between locations also. For some of you, when it comes to this travel, you're relocating to a city that has skyscrapers, a lot of buildings. And also I hear the city, for many of you where you'll be, will have sacredness about it. It can be due to its past, its history, it's on sacred land in some way. So sacred land is also significant here. You have a love heart in your cup. I hear that you are loved, and then we have a being here, a winged being. So certainly there is indication of angelic energy. You may be an earth angel. Angels surround you. You're protected. And also giving birth to an angel, okay? Giving birth to an earth angel. And also this is about giving life, okay? Giving life, speaking life into others. But certainly there is an energy here of actual birth, okay, and an earth angel baby being born. I see here there is blessing. There is a person, okay, there's a head here, and there's like a blessing, almost like someone's being kissed on the forehead. And this is a blessing, okay? It doesn't have to have romantic energy. It's not romantic energy. It's a blessing. And like that sense of being kissed on the forehead, it could also be a hand, right? A hand blessing the forehead of someone here. So you can be receiving a blessing, right? In physical reality. This can be something you do for your practice. There's a person you trust, okay? Part of your belief system. That kind of thing, and they're giving you a blessing. And of course this can be spiritually, energetically speaking, right? From your spirit team, your spirit guides, who you work with. We have a bird up here, so there is some news coming towards you. It's important news, okay? The news connects to certain goals and achievements here. And yes, we have a tree, so there is some news coming in about money, okay? And in some instances this is official. In other instances this is regards to some family ties here, and you're going to be receiving news about that. Family ties and money. For some it can come in the form of an email. Others this is like direct post that you'll receive. You'll open a letter. And yeah, going back to this tree, this is representing money. Yes, also family tree. So that's the confirmation of something to do with money and family here. And you're receiving some type of, yes, this can be inheritance, but it may also be like a gift, right? Someone is gifting you access to their land or their property in some way. The rain's getting heavier, so it's going to be very big. There's going to be a lot of money, like raining money for you, cup one, okay? And not only through means of the family and the family tree, it's in general here, okay? So keep going with your goals and your focus. Even if, what I'm hearing, if you don't have what you think is a lot right now, okay? You may think it's not a lot, but you are rich. Because look at this, what I just shared regarding the sacred womb and this deep healing. That richness is alchemizing. And it's going to alchemize into resources for you. And yes, it's not only about money, right? But I'm saying a part of that will show up that way. It connects. It goes hand in hand. And the sacral chakra is about money, money relationships. Okay? So you can expect improvement in your relationships as well in general. And not just romantic ones, but as a whole. This can also be about making peace and reconciling with family. And things that happened in the past regards to family as well. And certainly some exes, okay? Yeah. Okay, let's see your play. Names beginning with the letter M and the letter V and T can be significant, cup one, okay? And also Europe. And speaking different languages. Right. Yeah. So I see here on your plate an archway. Okay, it's like an archway here. Some of you may have an archway in your garden. You're going to actually walk through an archway, okay, in the physical reality. But also this is symbolizing rather, energetically speaking, you know, you're entering into a new paradigm. You're entering into a new chapter of your life, okay? There is significance regarding two months, okay? 2 months time. So for some of you, this travel can begin within 2 months time, okay? It can be that you decide you are making the next step regards to a new home within 2 months time. The move can be happening within 2 months time, where it's about relocation connecting to that travel, okay? But it's clear, okay? The way is clear for you, and it's an opening for you to go through. That was your reading, Cup 1. I'll see you soon for another one. Bye for now. Hello, Cup 2. Welcome to your reading. General messages. Whatever wants to come out. You chose the all-seeing eye. Let's take a look at your cup. Oh. Okay, I'm hearing hang on. Hang on. Also, separate from that, there's an energy of a person who wants you to hang on, and they want to hang on to you, okay? Though I have that this is a person, an energy that's not currently in your life. There can be a separation here. Someone wants you to hold on, and this of course can be you, the viewer. You're holding on to someone or something. Now, when it comes to something that's being held on to, there's a dream here, there's a wish. There's a wish that you have put to the back of your mind. You've decided, you might be about to decide as well. Remember, you're all on different parts of the timeline. Okay, that just didn't work out. That just didn't work. You're going back to the drawing board, Cup 2, okay? I'm seeing there's a big initial F here, so F can be significant. And it's almost as though this letter F is attached to the ground. So this confirms attachment here, okay? There's someone, because I have this letter connects to a person. And it almost looks like a heart, okay? So someone is very much attached to you from their heart space. And this can also be you. This can be both on the same page. You're attached to each other, okay? Hearts, heart to heart. There's also indication here of a heart to heart to come. We have a being here, but also I see that this is a insect of some kind with wings. This can be representing a dragonfly. This can be a fairy, okay, when it comes to it being a being. And you know how elementals, the fairies, they can look like that. They can appear that way, right? And of course, they are close to those type of insects as well, like the winged insects. So dragonflies are significant, and also are the elementals here, okay? And I have that for some of you, you will have these cross your path, okay, when it comes to a dragonfly. The energy of this I have is there is some type of gift coming to you. Yes, this is a gift from nature and a gift from the elementals, right? But for some of you, it's also symbolizing something you'll receive like in your hands, okay? So it's not just energetically speaking, but I'm seeing it like show up and manifest in the physical, and you receive something and it connects to the elementals, okay? And this dragonfly symbolizes that. Some of you may have a dragonfly tattoo. You may have a picture with dragonflies on, all right? That may be local to you as well. There's just importance about that. So keep in mind, this can connect to even a folklore, okay? Some type of cultural element here when it comes to dragonflies. And I do hear there's an element of good luck that connects to them, okay? So there's certainly indication of good luck here for you, Cup 2, okay? Yeah. Some of you are receiving a piece of jewelry. This can be something you're getting yourself. It can be coming from another person. But I see you receiving something rich, you know, it's associated with richness. And it's something that you'll keep. It's something that's going to have meaning, and it will be precious. This may even be a precious stone or a precious gem or a shell of some kind. It's rare. And also I just hear like rare beauty. This can be you, the viewer, right? You have something about you which is rare as well. It's also indicating that. And it's also guidance for you to remind yourself and to see that you have that rareness. You have the rare beauty, right? The diamond in the rough, so to speak. That's you. So diamonds can of course be significant as well. Yeah, we've got like a, it looks like a dragon actually. A dragon that's being awakened. A dragon, a serpent type of animal. It's not just a serpent, because there's something ancient about this that I'm seeing, okay, which is why I'm more drawn to dragon energy. There's something about a dragon being awoken. Yeah, it's symbolizing truth. That the truth is being awoken, you are being awoken to the truth, or vice versa. There's a situation that's being awoken to the truth. The truth is coming out because it's kind of coming up with its head. It's like waking up and I can see its eye. Now, where serpent energy is significant here, okay, and that resonates, I'm seeing that some of you, there's a connection to certain deities, okay, and again, this can be a cultural aspect, right, the meaning of serpents, the serpent energy. So I do have a very spiritual collective here coming through in cup 2, okay, and of course dragon energy. And I have to say, some of you may have origins, okay, your heritage is like a very, how can I say, there's a very, there's a strong mythology, and there's a strong mythology is connecting to ancientness and ancient times, like how far back in history your lineage goes. And this can be specific to you, right? It's something to do with perhaps your lineage kind of stayed in a particular place for so many centuries. I know that's quite specific. I'm gonna leave it there, but that's what's coming through, okay? Yeah. Okay, one more thing about that, just to give a bit more insight. It's also that you may speak, or your lineage, your heritage, they speak a language that's very, very old, right? It's a language that has continued, and it's a language that is not necessarily the everyday, modern day language. You speak the older version of that, or you're able to. Of course, some of you may actually just speak Latin here. You may, you know, you don't have to have it as your heritage, but you understand Latin. It's something like this, okay? So I just want to add that in there. You may be learning that. You may be thinking about learning that. You're very well adept at doing that. You can pick things up quickly. Could be a polyglot, you know, you speak multiple languages as well. Okay. Right. Let's see what else here. Eggs can be significant. That just came forward. Eggs. Interesting. Yeah, that something is about to hatch for you, cup 2, okay? And it connects to that wish, that dream you kind of put to the back of your mind, you put aside thinking it's not going to happen. And actually, at the moment you do that, and you did that, it's triggered it to actually occur. So something you've kind of, as I say, let go and put to the back of your mind, it's going to hatch because the intention was set and you've had your mind on it, okay? You've put energy into it. And even though you've let it go, it doesn't stop that from still manifesting and unfolding, because you already put it out there. You already started that train, you know, that trajectory, train of thought. That's what I was getting at. Some of you may live in a place with valleys. You're going to travel to places with valleys and quite a dry climate, okay? I'm seeing some of you take a road trip here, and there's very huge hills, mountains, like you're going through a valley. I see here that we have a windmill. Okay, so windmills can be significant, and it's the old style, you know, the ones you'd see in the Netherlands, this kind of thing. So a windmill and also a mill can be significant, okay? And this can also connect to property. And lighthouse comes forward, though in the cup I'm seeing a windmill, right? And interestingly, for some reason, I have it connects to wealth and money. Oh. Okay. Yes, cup 2, your luck is changing. And touching back on this windmill, it's also energy of a windfall. So there's a windfall of luck, a windfall of money here that's going to be coming in. For many of you, it's unexpected. We also have an I here, an initial I. And there can be connection to islands, okay? Some of you, you may live on an island, you're going to travel to an island, but I know that they're significant, especially here. There can be a main island, and it's surrounded by little ones. So some of you can be leaving, right? Leaving the main island to go to the smaller. And also in terms of your life shifting and changing, it's that, you know, you're ready to get back out there, you're ready to change and go back out there in the world, right? Whether it be from the mainland to the main island to the small island, there's something here where, you know, you're changing your environment. So some of you don't necessarily have to be going extremely far, right? But you're changing your environment here. You're ready to switch it up. You're going to be ready to switch things up. You have a 4 in your cup, so 4 can be significant, and 4 is associated with stability, okay? And in the tarot, of course, we have 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, okay? So there is some celebration energy, and also, you know, home here, and it can be celebrating a new home, but also the home you already have. There's renovation here, there's expansion. You know, 4-4 with the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, it's like you could be making it twice as big. So adding on, right? Making a double fronted home, if it's just a, you know, single fronted, it's this kind of thing. So where you already are settled, some of you have this, it's like you're expanding, there's renovation here. Creating your dream home. And that can also connect to that wish. Taurus can be significant. I've got Taurus energy coming forward, and again, you know, Taurus is that grounded, you know, the earth sign energy, right, which we associate with the Pentacles particularly. Okay, let's see your plates. Okay, yeah, we have a couple here embracing each other. Okay, so in general terms, it can be an embrace from someone you care about, they care about you. Okay, before we touch on romantic energy, this can be simply, you know, that reuniting with family you've not seen for a long time, a friend, a very strong friendship here, and certainly a reconciliation. Now, in romantic terms, yes, this is a couple coming together in love, okay? And also that energy of like not letting go. Someone's holding on to you, right? They're holding on to a memory, they're holding on to your energy. As we saw, the attachment to the heart. And I see that it's protected. There's protection here for this couple, this family members getting back in touch, you know, people coming back together in love. From a place of love and genuineness and wanting to reconcile and take accountability for things that have gone on. And we have F again. That's 2 Fs now. So F is definitely significant. Yeah, you know, there is some interference, which is why the protection is there. So keep cleansing your energy. And this will help you discern better as well with who to perhaps consider, right? Hearing out, listening to, connecting with again. And it doesn't mean that many of you will now have a relationship with the people that you're reconciling with, that there's going to be this, you know, this embracing, so to speak. Doesn't mean that. It's a choice. It's up to you. But cleansing is going to help you have discernment with what you want to do with that, right? It will let you and help you tap into your discernment and intuition on that. Okay, that's what I have for you, Cup 2. I hope you enjoyed the readings today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon for another one.